Have you ever been faced with an unexpected breakdown? You've done all that you needed to do to prepare to prevent and avoid a breakdown from happening, and yet you still had a breakdown. Being vulnerable and transparent with you, recently I had a situation where about 4 months prior, I had a major service on my car. Did I say major? It was major. I had a major service on my car, and unexpectedly, I had a breakdown. And I was like, no, I know this car is not breaking down right now when we just had this major service, because I was thinking about, I did what I needed to do to prevent such a thing from happening. And interestingly enough, today I was in a musing session with my mentors, and we were talking about preventative maintenance and breakdown maintenance. And this is what I realized in this conversation as we were musing and sharing and talking. I said, wow, I have a real life situation that I can equate to this that happened to me recently. But the insight that I gleaned, I thought you would really appreciate, because this is the insight that I realized today, that we can do all that we need to do to effort to prevent something from breaking down. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. That's a part of life. Life just happens. But when we can step back and realize that in the midst of all of what we may be dealing with, that there is a higher movement, a higher call of purpose in the midst of, that in essence, things are coming together and there's a call and purpose in that moment of that circumstance that you may be dealing with. What am I saying? Well, interestingly enough, this is the case, that I had to end up having my car towed. And the tow person, we had a nice drive, about 20 to 35 minutes, right? And so we were in conversation and all of that. And I realized that he was a man of faith. And of course, I'm a woman of faith. And so we started talking, and he began to share very transparently that he was having a challenge in his marriage and what him and his wife were going through. And I asked him, I said, do you mind if I pray for you and your wife and the circumstances? He said, I would absolutely love it. So I prayed while we were driving with my car hitched up, going to the dealer. And he told me, he said, you know what? God sent me exactly what I needed in this moment, and that was you. And I was really touched by that. And I was touched by that because the highest level that we should be focused on is vision maintenance, and vision maintenance in alignment with where would God have us at any given time in any given moment. And although, I didn't want my car to be towed and I didn't want to be on my way to the dealer, I saw that in the midst of what appeared to be a struggling circumstance for me, God used me to bless someone else. And so I wanted to encourage you that yes, preventative maintenance, we do it, we should continue to do it, but there are times when we will break down. But I want you to see those moments of breakdown as opportunities for God to use you, and know that there is a higher call of purpose in operation. So allow yourself to be used on your journey right where you are, and see things from a different point of view. This is Coach Adams, lifestyle, personal, and professional coach. I coach and you win.